If you watched the last episode, you probably noticed something. The alert didn't save the day. It didn't scream. It didn't explain itself. It didn't even claim there was an attack. It just appeared. And most of the work happened after it fired. That's not a flaw. That's the reality of detection. Most people think detection works like this. Bad thing happens, alert fires, SOC responds. Clean, predictable, comforting. That version of detection doesn't exist. Because detection doesn't see attacks, it sees deviations. Inside a security operations center, a SOC, detection systems are blind by default. They don't know what bad is, they only know what's different. A new process, a new login pattern, a new access path. And difference alone doesn't mean danger. This is why alerts fail. Not because they're broken, but because we expect them to answer a question they were never designed to ask. Alerts don't answer, "Is this an attack?" They answer, "This didn't match history." And history is messy, incomplete, biased, full of exceptions. Remote work, VPNs, contractors, automation. Every environment trains its own noise. So detection systems learn to tolerate more and more until the line between normal and dangerous gets thin, then invisible. This is how attackers survive. They don't break in, they blend in. They use valid credentials, legitimate tools, approved paths, living off the land. Because the closer you look like the system, the harder you are to detect. So detection engineers add rules, thresholds, correlations, confidence scores. But confidence is a trick word. High confidence usually means this happened before and last time it was bad. That's not intelligence, that's memory. And attackers adapt faster than memory updates. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most alerts are designed to fire late, after movement, after access, after impact, because early detection looks too much like normal behavior. And nobody wants alerts that fire constantly. So organizations tune them down, silence the noise, and accidentally silence the early warnings. This is why SOCs miss attacks. Not because analysts are slow, not because tools are weak, but because detection is forced to choose between accuracy and relevance. You can have one, rarely both. So how do real SOCs survive? They stop treating alerts as answers and start treating them as prompts, a reason to ask questions, to pull context, to examine identity, to reconstruct timelines. Detection becomes the start of the conversation, not the conclusion. This is where architecture matters, because without identity history, coherent logs, revocable access, clear blast radius, no amount of detection will save you. Alerts without architecture are noise generators. Architecture turns noise into decisions. This is why the best SOCs don't brag about alert volume. They measure time to understanding, time to containment, time to confidence. Because detection isn't about seeing first, it's about deciding faster once you suspect. And that leads to the next problem. Most environments are architected to detect attacks, but not to contain them cleanly, which means even when detection works, response hurts. In the next episode, we'll break that apart. Why containment fails. Why just isolate the host is rarely simple. And how architecture determines whether response saves you or takes you down with the attacker. Subscribe to Cyber Tech House, because security doesn't fail at the alert. It fails at the assumptions behind it, and we're here to dismantle those, one system at a time.